Hi everyone. I'm sorry I'm kind of starting this in the middle of where the project was. My camera had an issue and I lost the first part of the video. So I am going to go through from where I am and kind of just fill you in on where what we're doing here. I am making a double slider card and I'm using this image. It is a stamp from Great Impressions, and I got that from my local stamp store. It's an Amish store that she has a lot of great stamps and stuff there. So I bought that from her store, and I colored it in with Martha Stewart colored pencils. I also added a little glossy accent to the butterfly, just to give it a little bit of, some shine there. The cardstock that I'm using, this is just plain black cardstock. It's kind of a thick cardstock. I got this from my Amish lady as well. It is cut at 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. The purple is from Coordinations. It is just plain on the one side and sparkly on the other. And that one is cut at 3 inches by 5 inches. My image, I stamped that in Memento ink on watercolor paper, and this piece measures 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. I just took a piece of ribbon that I had in my stash and did the cheater method and tied a bow here, or a knot on the front, and we are going to put this on the front of our card. Now the card itself measures 5 1/2 by 11. It is scored at 3 1/2 inches, 7 inches, and 10 1/2 inches. And you're going to fold it up on your score lines. To put this card together, I gotta try to figure out where I am here. This will be the front of the card. So what I'm going to do, so I don't mess myself up, is I am going to attach this piece of black down, and then that way I don't forget where the front of my card is. Okay. Yeah, there's the front. And this base paper, the blue, is from Paper Tray ink. It's a nice heavy cardstock, and you want something kind of heavy for this because when you put your slider in here, you need something that's going to be sturdy enough to handle the pulling and pushing of your plastic and your cards to come through. As you can see here, I used my modern label punch, and I just put a little bit of a divot in here. When I made the first card like this, my son kind of figured out he could see the plastic on the end when this was put together, so I didn't like that. So I decided to go ahead and just give it a little bit of a recess for this to sit in. This is just grocery bag, like the kind you get at the grocery store. It's cut 1 1/2 inches wide. I tried a narrower piece, but it tended to fold up and get, like, the edges would curl in. Like, you can sort of see this one doing that a little bit. And this just gives it a little bit more, width and substance to it. So I did that. So I've got my pieces in here. This is going to be the one that pulls out the top. So it is attached to the front of our piece and at the bottom of the plastic strip, at the bottom of the card. The other one, which will be coming out the bottom, is mounted upside down with the print at the bottom facing at the bottom. So then when we put this together, what I'd like to do is, before I attach everything, is test it and make sure everything is going to slide. And that's going to work really well. If you had a if you had a thinner cardstock, the bottom here tends to buckle up. I don't know why it does that, but it just doesn't seem like it has enough substance to withstand the pulling of the piece here. What I'm going to do before I put my front on is I'm going to take This is a 1-inch hole punch. This is from EK Success. I'm just going to put a little... Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this on first so I don't cut into that area. Just using some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I'm going to attach this to the front of our card. Get all these little pieces off here. And it's so dreary out with all the snow, and of course we're expecting more on Saturday, so it's going to be, you know, another one of those snowy ice storms, and I just felt like doing something bright and cheery. So I'm just going to attach this to the front. I just checked to make sure I had the top is the top and the bottom is the bottom. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to take my hole punch, I'm going to line it up here in the middle, and I don't want to get any of that purple. I just want to get the black and the blue layer. I'm just going to punch that through. Okay, I'm going to put this back together and do one more little test run, and that's sliding beautifully. Okay, and the last part is to take some ATG gun tape, and I'm going to run a strip here. So you just try to 2 strips on there. You want something pretty strong on here because you want it to stay together. And I am going to, we're going to take our back. This is the piece that'll pull out the bottom. It's in the back. You want to tuck it inside that flap. And starting at one end, I'll line up my corner and work my way down, get it all attached here. Okay, and there we go. Our card is finished. And how to hold it so everybody can see it. And then when you pull the top, the bottom should come out. It must be hung on something. Okay, then when we pull the top, our bottom comes out. And as you can see, I didn't put any sentiments on here because this can be used for a variety of different things. Hello, how are you? Happy birthday. The card that I made was a birthday card, and I just stamped happy birthday here, and I'm going to write what I want down here for my the recipient. And the only other thing that I'm going to do is add a little bit of bling to this. Let me find my bling box. Okay. And pull out, no. Oh, so much bling, and I don't know what to use. I kind of like this pink. See how that's going to look. If I can get the package open. Just be a little bit of a different color. And these are just, this is just from the dollar spot at Michael's. Do I like that? I think I'm going to use this pink. I'd go with purple, but you know, purple is just, there's enough purple on here as it is. If I had that color blue, I would use that. But I'm not going to stick these down right away till I get these right where I want them. These little ones are kind of a little difficult to work with. Come on. Okay. Alright, now I need to find my, excuse my arm, I need my tweezers. I'll just get these right in place where I want them. And that looks good, and we'll just push them down. And we are done with our card. Oh, it doesn't want to stay. We'll have to fix that later. So there you go. Nice bright cheery card. Can be used for anything. So if you have any questions or anything, check on my blog. I'll put more detailed instructions on there and I'll put my blog name right down here. Just go on over there and check it out. And as I said, I'll put more details. Sorry that my other video just got, I don't know what happened to it. So I'll have more details over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.